you have been thinking about buying an SUV, now is the perfect time. Dealerships across the country are drowning in unsold inventory, and they are practically begging buyers to take these vehicles off their hands. Today, we are counting down 7 sport utility vehicles that are stuck on lots, forcing dealers to slash prices like never before. And trust me, you will not believe which luxury model made the list. Let's start with an SUV that once dominated the market, but is now struggling to find buyers: the Hyundai Tucson. This SUV has long been known as one of the most well-rounded and feature-packed compact sport utility vehicles on the market. It boasts a sleek design, an interior filled with advanced technology, and Hyundai's renowned long-term warranty, which gives buyers peace of mind. The Tucson has always appealed to drivers looking for a balance of affordability, efficiency, and practicality, making it a competitive choice in the compact SUV segment. Over the years, Hyundai has worked hard to refine this model, improving fuel efficiency, adding cutting-edge safety features, and enhancing the overall driving experience. Despite its strengths, the Hyundai Tucson is facing a significant inventory issue in the current market. Dealerships across the country are struggling to move an overwhelming supply of these vehicles, with a backlog that has reached an astonishing 90-day supply. To put that into perspective, a healthy inventory turnover for a popular compact sport utility vehicle is typically around 45 days. The fact that the Tucson is sitting on dealer lots for twice that long is a glaring red flag that something is not working in Hyundai's favor. So why is this happening? The first major reason is market oversaturation. The compact sport utility vehicle category has become one of the most crowded segments in the entire automotive industry. Every major manufacturer has a competitor in this space, and many of them offer very similar features and pricing. With so many options available, buyers are taking longer to make purchasing decisions, leading to increased stock at dealerships. Another key factor is pricing and perceived value. The Hyundai Tucson has slowly crept into a price bracket that is starting to overlap with entry-level luxury vehicles. A fully loaded Hyundai Tucson can now cost more than $40,000, a price point that makes some consumers question whether they should be looking at a luxury badge instead. When buyers realize that they can get a similarly priced luxury compact sport utility vehicle from a premium brand, many start leaning toward alternatives such as the Acura RDX or even the base models of the Audi Q3 or BMW XM. This price creep has made the Tucson a tougher sell for budget-conscious buyers who may start looking at more affordable alternatives, such as the Honda CR-V or Toyota RAV4. The competition in this segment is relentless. The Honda CR-V and Toyota RAV4 have built strong reputations for reliability, fuel efficiency, and resale value. Even though the Hyundai Tucson offers a long list of features, some buyers simply default to the tried-and-true favorites in this category. The Hyundai Tucson's design and technology may be cutting-edge, but for buyers who prioritize resale value and long-term reliability, the Honda CR-V and Toyota RAV4 still feel like safer choices. For consumers who are in the market for a compact sport utility vehicle, this oversupply situation presents a major opportunity. Hyundai dealerships are sitting on massive amounts of inventory, and they are eager to move these vehicles off their lots. That means buyers can expect to see aggressive incentives, including rebates of up to $2,500 and 0% financing offers. If you have been considering a Hyundai Tucson, there has never been a better time to negotiate for a great deal. But if the Hyundai Tucson is not quite your style, you will want to stick around. The next vehicle on our list is struggling for an entirely different reason, and the situation is even worse: the Jeep Compass. For buyers looking for something with a bit more personality than the typical compact sport utility vehicle, the Jeep Compass should be an appealing choice. However, despite these strengths, the Jeep Compass is not selling the way Jeep had hoped. Right now, Jeep dealerships are dealing with an overwhelming supply of Compass models, with a staggering 327 days of inventory sitting unsold. That is almost an entire year's worth of supply collecting dust on dealership lots, a situation that is causing major headaches for both Jeep and its dealers. When an automaker has this much excess stock, it usually signals a serious problem. And in the case of the Jeep Compass, there are multiple reasons why buyers are not jumping at the chance to own one. The first issue is competition. The compact sport utility vehicle segment is already saturated with strong contenders, and the Jeep Compass simply does not stand out enough. It exists in a category filled with bestsellers like the Honda CR-V, Toyota RAV4, and Mazda CX-5, all of which offer excellent reliability, fuel efficiency, and resale value. Unfortunately for Jeep, the Compass does not have a clear advantage in any of these areas, making it a tough sell for buyers who are comparing multiple options. Another major problem is Jeep's brand identity. When people think of Jeep, they think of off-road capability, rugged styling, and vehicles built for adventure. The Jeep Wrangler and Jeep Grand Cherokee embody that image, but the Compass does not. While the Compass does offer available all-wheel drive and some off-road capability, it does not have the same appeal as Jeep's more rugged models. Many buyers who want a Jeep expect something that looks and feels more adventurous. And for those who do not care about off-road capability, they often find better value in competitors from Honda, Toyota, or Hyundai. Pricing is also playing a role in the Jeep Compass's struggles. Over the past several years, Jeep has been gradually increasing the price of its models, pushing the Compass into a price range where it competes directly with better-equipped rivals. Buyers who are willing to spend more than $30,000 on a compact sport utility vehicle often lean toward competitors that offer more features, better fuel efficiency, or a more luxurious interior. Jeep's gamble on raising prices is now backfiring, as potential customers look elsewhere for better value. For buyers, however, this oversupply is creating huge opportunities. Jeep dealers are struggling to move these vehicles, which means they are offering some of the best discounts we have seen on the Compass. Shoppers can find massive discounts, cash rebates, and lease deals that make the Compass far more affordable than its sticker price suggests. In some regions, dealerships are offering cashback deals of several $1,000s, along with 0% financing offers for qualified buyers. If you are in the market for a compact sport utility vehicle with Jeep's signature styling and some off-road capability, this might be the perfect time to get a great deal on a Compass. But what if you are looking for something bigger and more powerful? The next vehicle on our list is not just struggling, it is a full-size sport utility vehicle in deep trouble, and dealerships are desperate to get rid of them. Stay tuned because the next sport utility vehicle on this list might surprise you. Chrysler Pacifica. For families seeking comfort, practicality, and the ability to transport a large number of passengers with ease, the Chrysler Pacifica has long been one of the best options on the market. With its spacious 3-row cabin, versatile seating configurations, and high-tech entertainment options, this minivan has everything needed for road trips, daily commutes, and soccer practice drop-offs. It offers ample cargo space, a smooth and quiet ride, and even a plug-in hybrid variant for those who want better fuel efficiency. Chrysler positioned the Pacifica as the ultimate minivan, combining luxury-like features with the functionality that large families need. However, despite these strengths, dealerships across the country are facing an overwhelming backlog of unsold units. Right now, over 11,000 unsold models of the Chrysler Pacifica from the year 2024 are just sitting on dealership lots, unable to find buyers. This has led to significant concerns for Chrysler's parent company, Stellantis, as the brand struggles to adapt to the rapidly shifting automotive landscape. The minivan market as a whole is fading fast, and the Chrysler Pacifica is taking a massive hit because of it. A vehicle once seen as a family necessity has now been largely replaced by more stylish and rugged-looking alternatives. Over the past decade, sport utility vehicles have taken over as the dominant choice for family transportation. Families that would have traditionally purchased a minivan now opt for a 3-row sport utility vehicle instead. These larger vehicles offer similar space and seating, but with a more rugged, adventurous image that appeals to modern buyers. The Chrysler Pacifica's starting price is high, and when fully loaded, it can cost just as much as a premium 3-row sport utility vehicle like the Toyota Highlander, Hyundai Palisade, or Honda Pilot. Many buyers would rather spend their money on a vehicle that offers similar practicality, but with a more desirable body style. Chrysler's parent company, Stellantis, has not made any major updates to the Pacifica recently, and that lack of innovation is costing them. Unlike sport utility vehicle manufacturers that have redesigned their models every few years to stay competitive, Chrysler has continued selling a slightly updated version of the same minivan it has had for years. The good news for buyers is that this massive backlog of unsold Pacifica models means dealerships are desperate to clear inventory. That translates into some of the biggest discounts, rebates, and financing offers in recent history. Right now, dealerships are offering thousands of dollars in cash rebates on brand new Pacifica models. Many locations have 0% financing for long-term loan options, making it easier to own one at a low monthly payment. In addition, there are special leasing programs with reduced prices and extra incentives for families who prioritize space, comfort, and practicality over exterior design. The Pacifica is now an incredible deal. It might not be the flashiest option on the road, but with its roomy interior, smooth ride, and now unbeatable pricing, it is one of the smartest purchases for those who need a true family-friendly vehicle. While the Chrysler Pacifica is struggling due to changing consumer preferences, it is far from the only vehicle facing a massive sales slowdown. In fact, even the most expensive, high-performance luxury sport utility vehicles are struggling to sell. That brings us to our next model, a six-figure luxury performance sport utility vehicle that has dealerships in a complete panic mode trying to clear their lots. BMW XM. Designed as a six-figure hybrid luxury powerhouse, it combined a bold and polarizing design with an extreme performance-focused drivetrain. It features a plug-in hybrid powertrain with over 600 horsepower, making it one of the most powerful sport utility vehicles in the world. The XM was meant to offer the prestige of the BMW M series, with the versatility and presence of a luxury sport utility vehicle, creating a completely new category of high-performance hybrid vehicles. Despite its ambition, the BMW XM has been a massive sales disappointment. Right now, dealerships are sitting on a 544-day supply of the XM, meaning that there are far more vehicles available than there are buyers. This kind of inventory backlog is almost unheard of for a high-end BMW model, especially one that was supposed to compete with top-tier performance luxury brands. The main issue comes down to its pricing and niche appeal. The BMW XM costs over $159,000, putting it in direct competition with performance luxury brands like Porsche, Lamborghini, and Aston Martin. At that price, many buyers would rather go for a dedicated high-performance sports car rather than a bulky hybrid sport utility vehicle that is not quite as refined as its competitors. The design has also been a major turnoff for potential buyers. The BMW XM's oversized front grille, sharp angles, and aggressive styling have been widely criticized. Unlike the sleek and timeless designs of BMW's previous performance vehicles, the XM feels like a radical departure that does not appeal to traditional BMW buyers. Many potential customers have instead opted for BMW's more conventional high-performance models, such as the BMW X5M or X6M, which offers similar performance at a lower price point. This massive inventory buildup is forcing BMW and dealerships to reconsider their strategy for the XM. Right now, dealers are beginning to offer huge discounts on existing models just to get them off their lots. Some dealerships have already started slashing prices by several $1,000s, while others are introducing aggressive lease deals with lower than usual monthly payments. There are also reports that BMW might need to make further adjustments to pricing and features to make the XM a more attractive option. For buyers who are interested in this performance-focused sport utility vehicle, this is a rare opportunity to get a six-figure luxury model at a significantly reduced price. If the BMW XM struggle proves anything, it is that even luxury performance brands are not immune to the current automotive market slowdown. And if a high-end, high-performance hybrid sport utility vehicle is having trouble selling, then what about one of the most iconic American-built full-size sport utility vehicles? The next vehicle on our list is one of the biggest and boldest American sport utility vehicles, but even it is sitting unsold on dealership lots in massive numbers. Jeep Grand Wagoneer L. If you are looking for a full-size sport utility vehicle that combines luxury, power, and sheer road presence, then the Jeep Grand Wagoneer L is exactly what you have been searching for. Jeep took their rugged off-road legacy and blended it with high-end luxury to create a three-row behemoth that competes with the best in the business. This vehicle is not just a Jeep, it is a statement. The Jeep Grand Wagoneer L comes with a twin turbocharged 3-liter inline-six engine that generates 471 horsepower and a staggering 450 pounds per foot of torque. It delivers an exceptional towing capacity of 10,000 pounds, making it one of the most capable full-size luxury sport utility vehicles on the market. Inside, the cabin is nothing short of opulent. Premium Palermo leather seats, real wood trim, and an advanced Macintosh sound system create an environment of sophistication and comfort, with an entire dashboard dedicated to touchscreens, including a display for the front passenger. The technology inside this Jeep is on another level. However, despite all these high-end features, Dealerships across the country are struggling to sell the Jeep Grand Wagoneer L. Right now, there is nearly a full year's worth of these vehicles sitting unsold. But why is it struggling? The biggest hurdle for the Jeep Grand Wagoneer L is its price tag. With a starting price of $110,000, this Jeep is competing in an elite market where most buyers prefer well-established luxury brands like Cadillac, Lincoln, and Range Rover. When people are spending six figures on a sport utility vehicle, they want something that screams exclusivity and prestige. While Jeep has a strong reputation for rugged capability, it is still seen as an off-road brand first and foremost. Many buyers hesitate to spend that kind of money on a Jeep when they could buy a Cadillac Escalade, Lincoln Navigator, or Range Rover, vehicles that have long been associated with high-end luxury. Another major challenge is competition. The full-size luxury sport utility vehicle segment is already crowded with vehicles that have a more established reputation in the high-end market. The Cadillac Escalade has been the go-to choice for executives and celebrities for over 25 years, while the Lincoln Navigator consistently offers strong luxury features at a slightly lower price point. Buyers looking for an ultra-luxury experience also have the option of the Range Rover, which boasts a superior reputation for refinement and off-road capabilities. Unfortunately for Jeep, many high-end customers see the Jeep Grand Wagoneer L as an expensive experiment rather than a proven luxury icon. Finally, Jeep's overall sales are slipping. The brand is struggling to maintain its appeal, as its entire lineup is dealing with rising interest rates, changing consumer preferences, and a market that is shifting toward electric vehicles. The Jeep Grand Wagoneer L in particular is suffering because it lacks a hybrid or fully electric option, making it less appealing to buyers who are concerned about fuel economy and long-term value. So, what does this mean for you as a buyer? It means that dealerships are desperate to move these vehicles, and that translates into huge discounts. Right now, many Jeep dealers are offering incentives, such as 0% financing, thousands of dollars in cashback offers, and steep markdowns on new models. If you have ever considered buying a full-size luxury sport utility vehicle, but have been turned off by sky-high prices, this might be the best opportunity to get one for significantly less than its original cost. However, Jeep is not the only brand facing major inventory problems. Nissan Rogue. For years, the Nissan Rogue was one of the best-selling compact sport utility vehicles in the country. It was known for its reliable performance, fuel efficiency, and family-friendly features, making it an appealing choice for thousands of buyers. Nissan had a formula that worked: provide a practical, spacious, and affordable crossover that checked all the right boxes for budget-conscious consumers. The current generation Nissan Rogue still offers many of the same perks that made it popular. It features a 1.5-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine that delivers a respectable 201 horsepower, paired with Nissan's Xtronic continuously variable transmission for smooth and efficient performance. Inside, it boasts comfortable seating, a well-designed infotainment system, and ample cargo space. The Platinum trim level even includes quilted leather seats, a digital instrument cluster, and Nissan's ProPilot Assist for semi-autonomous driving features. On paper, the Nissan Rogue seems like a solid option for anyone looking for a practical and reliable daily driver. Despite its past success, the Nissan Rogue is now facing a massive oversupply problem. Dealerships are sitting on over 100,000 unsold units, and the market currently has a 120-day supply of Rogues. This is a major issue in the automotive industry, where a healthy supply typically ranges between 60 to 75 days. So, what went wrong? One of the biggest reasons the Nissan Rogue is struggling is its outdated design. While Nissan made updates to the Rogue's styling and interior in recent years, it still does not stand out compared to newer competitors. Rivals like the Honda CR-V, Toyota RAV4, and Hyundai Tucson offer more advanced technology, better fuel efficiency, and more engaging driving dynamics. Consumers who are shopping for a compact sport utility vehicle have more choices than ever, and many are choosing fresher, more modern alternatives instead of the Nissan Rogue. Another factor is the crowded compact sport utility vehicle market. This segment is one of the most competitive in the entire industry, with every major brand offering a model in this category. As a result, the Nissan Rogue is getting lost in a sea of similar vehicles. Even brands that were once underdogs, like Mazda and Hyundai, are now offering feature-packed compact crossovers that deliver better performance and higher quality interiors at similar price points. Simply put, the Nissan Rogue is no longer the obvious choice for buyers in this segment. Lastly, high interest rates are making new vehicle purchases less appealing, particularly for budget-conscious buyers. The Nissan Rogue has traditionally been a go-to vehicle for shoppers looking for an affordable, reliable sport utility vehicle. However, with interest rates rising and the cost of new vehicles increasing, many potential Rogue buyers are choosing to keep their current vehicles longer instead of financing a brand new crossover. This is slowing down sales and adding to the growing inventory problem. For those who are still interested in a Nissan Rogue, this oversupply issue could work in your favor. Right now, dealerships are offering massive markdowns, with some models being sold for thousands of dollars below the manufacturer's suggested retail price. On top of that, 0% financing options and cash rebates are becoming more common as dealers scramble to move excess inventory. If you are looking for a reliable and comfortable compact sport utility vehicle, this could be the perfect time to negotiate a great deal on a Nissan Rogue. However, this is not the worst inventory crisis happening right now. The Fiat 500e. On paper, this vehicle should be a hit. It is all electric, making it an environmentally friendly alternative to gas-powered vehicles. Its small size makes it effortless to weave through city traffic, and its European charm gives it an unmistakable identity on the road. For drivers who value efficiency and ease of use, the Fiat 500e has the potential to be an excellent choice. But despite all of these advantages, it is struggling to sell in the United States market. Currently, there is a massive inventory backlog for this vehicle. Dealers are facing a shocking supply problem, with an estimated 500 days worth of unsold inventory sitting on dealership lots. That means that if Fiat stopped producing the vehicle today, it would take almost a year and a half to sell the existing stock. That is an astonishing number for any vehicle, let alone one that was supposed to thrive in the growing electric market. So why is this happening? The biggest challenge facing the Fiat 500e is its size. In many European markets, small cars dominate the streets. They are practical, affordable, and well-suited to the narrow roads of historic cities. However, in the United States, drivers tend to prefer larger vehicles. From sport utility vehicles and pickup trucks to mid-size sedans, the preference for bigger vehicles is deeply ingrained in American car culture. The Fiat 500e, with its compact dimensions, feels out of place in a country where bigger is often seen as better. Another issue is its driving range. While many modern electric vehicles are pushing the boundaries of battery technology, offering well over 300 miles per charge, the Fiat 500 Electric falls short. With a range of approximately 149 miles on a full charge, it lags behind competitors in the electric vehicle market. For urban commuters who only drive short distances each day, this may not be a major issue. However, for anyone who wants flexibility in their driving range, this limited battery life can be a significant drawback. Despite being a small car, the Fiat 500e comes with a surprisingly high price tag, with a starting price of around $34,000. It is far from the budget-friendly option that many buyers might expect. When consumers compare it to larger electric vehicles that offer better range, more interior space, and a more powerful battery for a similar price, it becomes clear why many potential buyers are looking elsewhere. With so many vehicles piling up on dealer lots, now is one of the best times in recent history to negotiate an incredible deal. Whether you are looking for an electric city car, a spacious sport utility vehicle, or a high-performance luxury model, dealerships are offering discounts and incentives just to clear out inventory. So, what do you think? Would you take advantage of these deals, or are these models still not worth it? Let us know in the comments below.